guys, how's it going? This lately, man, I've been having a rough time. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know if it's this way for everybody else, but like, every time somebody calls me ma'am, I want to fucking punch him in the face. Like, seriously. I want to be like, do I look like a ma'am? No. No, I don't. I look like a fucking dude. Like, what? No, no, I'm not a ma'am. I'm a dude. Like, it irritates me because, like last week, or a few weeks ago, like, nobody, like, it was just over-assumed that I was a guy. And then I don't know what the fuck happened, but all of a sudden, everybody's just like, I'm gonna start calling you ma'am. Like, no, call me sir, because you know what, I fucking liked it. Like, that's what you should, it just irritates me because I work as a barista, and a lot of people, customer service, blah, 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 so you see a lot of people every day. I don't know, I don't know, maybe it's my voice, maybe it's this, my hands that I wave around all the fucking time. Maybe it's my body stature. I don't fucking know. But, I haven't changed anything. I haven't started tea yet, so nothing's changed. In fact, I bought a new binder, which I wanted to fucking shoot myself because, like, when you buy, like, new binders and you kind of stretch them out. I spent, like, 20 minutes putting on this binder, and, like, by the end of it, I was so frustrated and, like, ready to, like, burst into tears. Of course I didn't. But I was just so irritated because, I have to work, I wear 2 binders, like, sometimes, not all the time. I try to get as flat as possible, and, so people are just like, male. Like, I'm a fucking man. Like, I'm not a girl. Like, it's just, you know what? I'm just gonna start handing people cards and be like, please use these pronouns. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. And then they can just, if they fucking look at me, I'm just gonna throw coffee in their face. God. Urgh. It just irritates me because it makes me really insecure about this step because, like, I already feel different enough from other trans guys because, like, I don't know if other people have had this problem, but, like, I didn't know right away. I didn't, like, when I was 4 or a little kid, I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm a boy. Like, I don't think I knew what gender was when I was 4, I just was like, oh, I want to be a tiger, like, I was doing regular kid stuff. I was playing, I was, I don't know, I was just, and, like, even when, like, I came out as a lesbian, like, I cut my hair really short and, like, wore my dad's clothes, but, like, I would never be, like, call myself butch, like, just not, I don't know, I know that, like, not every trans person goes through that, like, I know that, but, like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, you're trans because, well, obviously, because you did this, and I'm like, no, I'm trans just because that's the way it is. I don't think I knew the name for it until, like, a few years ago, and then it slowly clicked with me, but, like, even now, like, I've been, okay, there was, so, a professor friend of mine, an older professor friend, she invited me to her sociology class because they were talking about human sexuality and gender expression. And she knows that I'm trans, and I feel really comfortable discussing with her. And there were other men there that had been, they were a lot older than me, like, 50s, like, I think one guy was, like, in his 30s, like, they were significantly at a different part in their life. And I guess what bothered me is that, like, the way that they knew they were trans, they described it in the hobbies that they did. They're like, well, but especially, Tom, I'll just say Tom. Tom is an older trans man that I met at her class, and he's, I think, 50-something, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure, and he said, well, I knew I was trans because you know, I really liked working on cars, and I was roughhousing and that sort of thing. And I guess, like, to me, like, being trans isn't about the set of hobbies that you have. Like, I mean, you can be a straight female and like cars and roughhouse, so I guess it kind of confused me. And then, like, I kept asking myself, okay, well, how do I know? Like, how do I know? How do I know? You know, why? This is a really big step, and like the magnitude of this is like is overwhelming at times. It really is. Just because, like, you know, trying to keep it together, trying to find all the money, trying to, you know, still remain true to who you are, and go through all this shit and tell these people, you know, it's really hard. And like, you know, it's not that I'm doubting my, well, it's not, okay, I don't know if doubt is the right word, but like, I'm definitely like, okay, you know, with everybody saying mound to me, God, it fucking irritated crap out of me. Like, you know, I just was like, am I ready for this? Is this the right step I'm supposed to take? You know, and, you know, my experience isn't like other trans guys. Like, I'm 24, I'm kind of getting a late start. Like, my life experience is just different from other people's. And, like, I know everybody has their own unique story, but, like, I guess I just feel weird about it because, like, I feel like I'm, not that I'm necessarily alone, but there's not a lot of people with my similar attitude towards it. Like, a lot of trans guys I know are just like, well, okay, in reality, I really only know like 2 or 3. And they're like, oh, I want a penis. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't really care what genitalia I have, honestly, to tell you the truth. You know, I don't really care if, I don't know, does that make me less trans? Like, maybe I don't even know, like, does it, I don't know, because, I don't know, it's just, I'm sorry, I'm having, like, a really hard time just, like, figuring out what the fuck I'm supposed to do, you know? I just want my fucking chest flat, and I want some chin scruff hair, you know? I want a fucking deeper voice, I want to be heard, I want to feel right, and, like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, like, I mean, I think I'm a guy, you know, like, are there men out there that are obsessed with their penis size? Like, they're still men, right? Like, that still makes me a guy, and, like, I don't know, you know, I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly at all, but I just don't, I don't think, like, your set of hobbies should, like, make you believe that you're one gender or the other. It's all about what's inside, and, like, I know that, but, like, it's hard sometimes discussing that. Like, you know, I can't say to another guy, oh yeah, I don't care what size my penis is. Like, I don't really care in the first place, honestly. Like, it's just, I don't know, like, like, I have no masculine hobbies, and I have no feminine hobbies. I just have hobbies. Like, that shouldn't, although it does define me, I don't think it defines my gender, you know? And, like, I don't know, like, I feel like I'm just confusing myself more and more and more by thinking about this more and more and more, and, like, you know, what kind of man am I, you know? Am I, like, I don't even think I'm, like, a feminine man, like, I'm just a dude, I'm just a guy trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, and it's just confusing, it's really confusing, you know, I don't know what to do. This beer, by the way,